Hello, and welcome to the guide on how to defeat Simon. This is the most difficult Superboss in the game. In this video, I will walk you through the entire fight, turn by turn. To help you with this fight, I have also included a build guide after my walkthrough of the boss, which you can find around 7 minutes in. I have decided to use 3 female characters, Mael, Lune, and Seal, but you can do this with any combination as long as you use Mael. On Mael's turn, I used abilities to switch to Virtuoso stance as soon as possible. I combined base shield with shield affinity to increase the damage Mael does, which is worth it even if Simon takes away the shield. His powerful combos are the easiest to counter because it only hits 3 times. Always parry his attacks and never dodge. On Seal's turn, attack to increase the gradient charge, and then focus on buffing the party. Her main role here is support and speed control. On Lune's turn, use Crippling Tsunami to inflict on Simon. Then, on her second turn, use her standard attack to inflict burn and defenselessness, as well as boosting the gradient charge for Mael's next turn. Finally, on Mael's turn, use Gommage, and you have completed the first phase. If you need help on the build, you can follow the exact build I used, which I have included at the end of this video. Simon's second phase is much harder than his first phase. His powerful combo is still very easy to parry, but each attack will now hit twice. He will always periodically drop your HP to 1, which does not matter because he will one-shot you anyway. To counter his attack with light speed, repeat after me. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. On Mael's turn, inflict burn from the AP you've gained through the counter. And then use Swift Strike to switch to Virtuoso stance. On Seal's turn, just like before, buff everyone on your first turn. On your second turn, use a skill to increase the gradient charge. Simon's short combos are similar to his powerful combos and should be easy to counter. However, you will have to jump in the middle of his combo and then parry the last hits. On Seal's turn, use Fortune's Fury to boost Mael. If she has 2 turns, the other turn is not important here. Lune's turn here is pivotal because you have many options, but in reality, there is only one correct option if you want to maximize your damage. You can attack the boss, but the most important part here is if you inflict defenselessness, because you will want to set up Mael up to deal massive damage. Finally, if you have everything set up properly, you should deal over 40 million damage with Mael's gradient attack, Gommage. For Mael's second turn, you have multiple options. Ultimately, I chose to switch back into Virtuoso stance, as you always want to set up Mael as soon as possible. When the Sword of Lumiere is attacking, he does a 1-2 combo with the first hit, and then hits become a bit slower over time. This attack will drag on a bit. On Seal's turn, if she is not the target of attacks, she may not have enough AP to act, so have her use an energy tint to boost AP. On her second turn, she should focus on either buffing Mael or the party. In this case, I chose to boost Mael. On Lune's turn, she should attack again to inflict defenselessness on the boss. If your gradient charge still needs to fill, she should attack on both turns, as I did in this case. Although Mael is buffed on her turn here, the gradient charge is still not full, so I had her use a standard ability instead. Because this broke her Virtuoso stance, I used the next turn to get her back into it. At this point, Simon's attacks should feel predictable. On Seal's turn, I have her buff Mael again because she used the vast majority of your damage. On her second turn, I applied all the buffs to the entire party again. At this point, it is just waiting until you can get the perfect setup for Mael. As seen here, every single time it's Seal's turn, assuming the gradient charge is full, she should focus on buffing Mael in the party. Every single time it's Lune's turn, she should focus on boosting the gradient charge and also debuffing the boss. Finally, when everything is set up, have Mael unleash a final Gommage to defeat Simon. If you find this video helpful, like and subscribe. Please note that if you fail to deal enough damage in time, Simon will eliminate the party and enter a third phase, which you must use your backup party for. Now here's the full setup that I used to defeat Simon easily. You can pause at any point in the video if you need to. Because Simon's powerful enough to one-shot you and also reduces your HP to 1 periodically, you should focus on offense instead of defense. Additionally, if he defeats any party member, he will remove them from the party entirely, so you should focus on speed as well as getting more turns in. My weapons for everyone primarily focused on debuffs and speed control, with Mael's weapon focused on pure attack power. I gave her exactly enough luck for 100% critical hit rate, and then put everything else into her attacking stats. For Seal, I focused on her support abilities and speed control, allowing her to get in more turns. For Lune, I focused on her ability to charge Gradient through standard attacks as well as her ability to inflict Gradient. For Verso, as he is on backup, I focus on pure damage output pairing base shield with shield affinity to increase damage even more. For Mael, I focus on her ability to deal more damage, both with standard and Gradient attacks, as well as enhancing her counterattacks. Finally, for Monoko, I focus on its ability to deal more damage with the Almighty Mask, and also gave him a weapon to make it start with this mask. I hope this video was helpful. I wish you the best of luck.